Hello guys and girls, and welcome to my look at everything new in Cities Skylines new DLC Parklife with me, Biffa. Thank you very much for joining me. We are going to check all the new things, and I have to say, next to mass transit, I would say this is the mod that, or the DLC that adds the most new things, changes, assets, props, all sorts of things to the game. You are going to absolutely love it. I've been really enjoying setting up this little mini city just so we can check out some of the new park things. What are some of the things that have been added? Oh, there's so many changes, from the cinematic camera mode to new props, parks, plaza, new info views, new tourists, the fact that we can actually make parks now that affect our city and entertainment, attractiveness of our cities. We have the new zone tools for the parks. We can level up, unlock new buildings, make money from parks, maintenance, walking tours, sightseeing tours, balloon tours, over 300 new assets, new city and park policies, 5 new maps, 12 plus new exotic animals, 6 new unique buildings, other unique buildings and monuments, all sorts of stuff, and fireworks. There's so many new things, so we're going to try and look at all of these things in as much detail as possible. So let's take a look together. So where do we start? There is so much to go through and show you. I just sort of put together a very small, rough city, but with lots and lots of parks in. If we sort of zoom out, we've got a park here, a park here, a park here, here, and here. We've got a park there, and then we've got a spattering of new items that are thrown around as well. So the biggest thing is that you can now make new parks. If we have a look in our district and area tool, and this is something I asked for. I've been asking for this for months and months and months. And we can actually zone in and paint a park area. So we've got 2 different parks here. If I paint that in, we have Bedford Gardens, or we can right click and remove it, or we can use this tool to erase as well. So we can add those in, and that is absolutely fantastic. And then we can start building our parks after we have done that. So for instance, if we take a look here, let us start and make ourselves very quickly a brand new park. So we grab our little park and paint that in if we wish, or we can start off with one of the new entrances for the new park. So if we have a look at the Parks and Plazas tab, which has got a new look, and if we go along here, we now have City Park, Amusement Park, Zoo, and Nature Reserve. And then we have some props and park maintenance as well. So here we can see the different types of parks. So this is a rough idea of a basic city park. And then we have another city park in here, which has been hit by disaster. We'll go over all the items in there in a moment. We have the amusement park here, and we can see there's all sorts of rides and things we'll take a closer look at. There's some more in here. There's some unique buildings that we put in. We have the zoo that's over here. Yep, lots of different animals. We'll take a look at that. There's some more zoo items here. And then over this way we have our nature reserve, which is all the sort of tents and things that you might have hidden away in a forest. And then we have a few other unique things that are plopped around the place. We'll take a look at those too. So let's maybe start with a very basic park. So you would take one of your entrances. Oh, you now have menu filtering. You can pick the size of the building you want, whether it's a part of Parklife, whether it's a net structure or a prop. So we're going to just take an entrance here, park main gate. Now, if you put this down, it has to be against a road, that will automatically start a park for you. So here we have Cooper Hill. And then, of course, you want to make that bigger, so you'd grab this tool here, start in there, and then start painting out your park. There we go. Excellent. So now we can start adding things to this, and we have a nice little information screen. Each park has its own list of policies. I will just hover over each one of these while I'm talking. These are absolutely fantastic. You can add these to your parks. You have one main park that you can have, which gets an even bigger boost, a boost to attractiveness and all that sort of thing. And that is how I managed to boost one of my parks up to level 5. Let's look at these last 2 here, and I'll show you my park ticking over to level 5. And here we are looking at one of our parks, Oriental Hill, and we are about to hit, as you can see here, 10,000 visitors, which is the main metric that's going to level up your park. Obviously, if you increase the attractiveness, if the maintenance is high, if the price is low, more visitors are going to come. So we've got entertainment until the next level as well. So that's the amount of entertainment being provided to all of our visitors. And we're almost there to hit level 5. Also, to help on that, we have these policies that we spoke about before. So I've got all of those on. And also, particularly for this park, we've made this our main park, which I haven't done with the other parks. So this is the main one that everybody is going to come and visit. So let's just wait for this to tick over to 10,000 and we'll level up to level 5, which will mean we unlock some of the new buildings. And there we go. It actually took a bit more entertainment to level that one up. So we added a few more gazebos and things, and we have now hit level 5 in this park, which is absolutely fantastic. It's 5 gold stars in our city for Oriental Hill. And there we go, Oriental Hill. These are randomly chosen names that the game has given to my parks. You can see the size, the attractiveness. In the end, I'm not entirely sure the relationship between visitors and entertainment value, but the entertainment value, as you saw, was a bit lower, and I started adding in some more of the buildings here, and it increased that, and then my level went up. So that's really good. You can see the maintenance here. We'll come back to that in a moment. So now you have your park set up. This is what it would look like. There we go, when you first start off. So total visitors until next level, entertainment till next level. So I think those both have to be hit for this then to level up. That makes sense, doesn't it? So, and you want to increase your attractiveness as much as possible. So we'll stick with the city park props, but you can change these. You can use whichever ones you like. It all works perfectly fine. So let's turn that off. So interestingly enough, picking park buildings actually doesn't allow you then to select the park parts, but we want to put some of those in, so let's do that. Let's turn off road guidelines, go for a wiggly path, and then you can just draw these in as you would any other path. So we'll try and sort of stay within the realms of our park. By no means is this going to be the most amazing park you've ever seen. This is just going to be showing you how to make a park. So we've done that. We've got our fence in there. And then we can start adding attractions to the park. So we have things like park plazas. Now it's interesting that these can be placed anywhere in your park. They will need access to a path, as you can see from the green arrow. But they can be placed, for instance, right in the middle of an area like this. Let's go that way round. And then you can draw your path up to that. There we go. So it's telling you where it needs to go in. So we're going to do that there, add that to there, and then that'll be nice and happy. There we go, and there is a park plaza. They do need electricity, so you want to sort of try and keep that in mind when you're making your park. But these ones here, it was all sort of close enough together to other buildings that the power was spreading from item to item. That is how you start off making a park. I will probably go into more details about that in another video, but I wanted just to show you some of the items we're scrolling through here that we have to build in our games. And it's worth noticing that each of these tabs with the new items, once you get past all the different park items you can add, you then have a whole load of props that are added that you can just place down there in these menus as well. At the end here we have the park maintenance, so that is another building over here. They will send out trucks that will go around all of your parks and maintain them, and you can see how well they're being maintained with the new info views that we have down here. So park maintenance at the bottom. If we zoom out here, we can see that they're all boosted in their attractiveness, they're all active, and the coverage is nice and high of this item as well. We also have tours, which we'll come back to, and we also have tourism, which we'll come back to as well. But going back to the park maintenance tab, we have our park overview tab. So here we can see, just like you would look at your bus routes and your train lines and see all that sort of thing, you get this extra information. So it's interesting, Oriental Hill, I made my main park, and it's not a very big park, but it didn't take long for that to get up to level 5. We put all the boosts on that one. and it's up to level 5. It's not long since that actually happened. I'm talking in real time. And our Butler Nature Reserve is almost up to level 5 as well. So we can see that starts here. Let's maybe have a look at our zones. There we go. So that's this here. We have a little entrance, National Park entrance. We have some paths that already have rocks and things built in. And then I put a few little cabins. What have we got over here? We've got like a little lookout point they can look out over the lake. There we go. Very nice. We have some caravans and tents and a fire that we put around there. Now, some of these don't have to be directly adjacent to a road. They can be nearby to a path, I should say, not a road, and they will still work okay. So that's worth keeping in mind. What have we got up here? We've got another sort of lookout point that's looking at some trees. We have some other larger different style tents over there. We have, what are these ones called? These have a name. We've got a lookout tower, a lean-to shelter. Yep, a couple of different styles of lean-to shelter. We have another taller lookout tower. There we go. And then the park, I think, finishes up over this way, the nature reserve. So we have a fishing cabin 1 and 2. We've got a fire watch tower there, and then we have some hunting cabins. So, I mean, you don't have to put all of these down in one go. Oh, then we have some rocks for rock climbing as well, bouldering sites. There we go, sit around and look at those. So you don't have to put all of these into one park. You can make your park as large or as small as you wish, put in as many items as you wish, design it much better than this. Of course you will. I like this one here. This is the sea life enclosure. That is part of the zoo. There we go. We can zoom in a little bit more. And what can you see under the water here? Yes, we have a whale. Do we have any dolphins? I can see some other things moving around. It looks like it over there. Let's see if we can clip under the water. We've got some manta rays. Look. Excellent. Yeah, there's some dolphins there as well. I wonder what else we've got under there. So keep your eye open. There are lots and lots of other animals to see. While we're talking about animals, let's pick a random spot and zoom in. What do we see there? Yep, we have elephants. We have mummy and daddy elephants. We have baby elephants as well. You will find those wandering around the map. Let's take a look at some of the new items that you can put into your park. So as we said, this is a basic city park. We have different types of paths, paths with trees and paths without trees. You have large gates, you have small gates, and you have side gates. We have fences. We have different types of flowers. What have we got over here? We've got little kiosks. That's one of the props, like an ice cream truck. We have these cannons. We have benches. So this was just me trying out a very, very basic park, using sort of the space that you would have in between your cities. And then this one over here, I decided to add in some of the larger items. So let's look at these here. We have our main gate. What have we got? Park info booth. Park restrooms. There we go. Our loos. We have Park Cafe. I think this is our plaza. I started putting in lots of plazas to try and increase the attractiveness. Another plaza there. These little... Let's look this way. So gazebos that you could put around your park. We've got sand pits over here. These are props. Don't ask me why there's a cannon by the sand pits. As I said, I've just been putting things down to look at them. We have people playing chess. We have like a chess plaza. Giant-sized chess. Good grief. That old guy there might put his back out trying to do that. Some more restrooms. A climbing frame area. There we go. And what's this one over here? Oh, this looks really cool. Themed after... Whoa. Themed after Chirpy. Let's look at it in this view. Oh, a trampoline park, of course. Well, the fact that the kids are jumping up and down on trampolines, that sort of gives that one away. So... lots of items, and as I said, I'm not going to go through all the props. There is so many props that you can add in, so you can check those out yourself. And here we are. This is the amusement park. So if we just have a scroll through the amusement park, oh my goodness me, there are so many things we can add onto here. So this is called Chirpyland. That is the main entrance that we have there. That little truck dropping some people off. And we have all sorts of different rides. Bumper cars. We have teacups. Everybody likes a good teacup ride. We have... I think this is where they can go and get some food. Yep, all that sort of thing. And toilets as well. I do love the teacups. That's fantastic. We have the rocking boat shipwreck thing. We have... what is this one called here? I can't remember. This is... Oh, the drop tower ride. That's, yeah, there we go. Nice and tall. And as you saw at night, we get fireworks in all of these as well. But the detail in some of these is fantastic. Let's use my camera mod to zoom in. Let's just pause it there. And I think that looks really cool. I am liking that a lot. Then we've got some plazas over here that we can put in. I think these are part of the plazas, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, the game booths, yeah. There we go. Amusement Park Plaza, a little merry-go-round, and a little kiddies ride as well. And then another entrance over here. So I think that is split actually into 2 parks. Yes, it is, but you can join them up, so that's no problem. I'll come back to what these are, these little figures of a person with a walking stick, although you may already know. Some more stuff from the amusement park. We have a roller coaster, a Ferris wheel. We have another one of those swingy things. I think I'll just put another one of those in. This is a unique building, so we'll come back to that. And then we have some of the plaza items over here as well. I think these are part of the zoo. So this is all the zoo. So what have we got over here? This is the small zoo main gate. The reptile, amphibian and insect house. So, I mean, some of these are so large. You could really, really make some cool parks. Rather than just chucking it all down in a spot like I have. We've got antelope enclosure, birdhouse, moose and reindeer, elephant, flamingo, lion, giraffe, rhino, monkey palace. I mean, good grief, there really is so much going on. And you get all the cool noises as well when you zoom into these things. Again, look at the details of all the animals that are walking around. These are looking really, really cool. I'm so looking forward to putting these into my Tahiti Island City. I think they're just going to look absolutely fantastic. Look, they can walk through the middle there. Check the lions walking out above them. Come and see the cool flamingos. Yeah, look at this. This is a unique building. We'll come back to that. What have we got in here? Yeah, antelopes and elk. Was it elk? Was it just antelopes? There we go. Got some birds flying around in there. Very, very cool. I'm liking this a lot. So that is the zoo. And then, of course, we have the good outdoor one as well. So that is, yep, the zoo one there. Lots of props you can put in for that one. And then the nature reserve as well. So lots of cool things going on there. So if we come down to our transport area, we have a new tab called Tours. And in here, we have the hot air balloon tours. We have the sightseeing bus depot, which is this item here. And then we can set up walking tours or a sightseeing bus stop. So if we have a look at this one here, we have the hot air balloon tours. And that would just send out balloons across your city. You don't actually set those up yourself. There we go. We have a balloon over here. It's flown all the way over this way. I believe it will cover any squares that you have unlocked. Oh, we can actually get a good view out of our balloon. Oh, excellent. That's really good. And I've unlocked pretty much all of this map. There we go. So that has been flying around all over the place. This is one of the new maps, by the way. We'll take a look at all the new maps in a moment. Oh, my goodness me. Where's the plane? Oh, let's go. The plane's up much higher. Yeah, they're fine. Yeah, no problem at all. So that is the balloon tours, and that will fly around your city, and that takes in visitors and tourists, of course. Then we have our sightseeing bus depot, and as you saw, you can set up your own sightseeing stops, the same way you would set up a bus route. So I've got stops, it's this light blue line, going up and down all around our city. And that works much better if they've got cool places to go and see. So as you can see, the park appeal here is very high in the purple. So I've stopped it off in lots of places like that. I don't think we've had many people doing it, but then this isn't a very big city anyway. So there we go. That's that one. And then we have the walking tour point of interest. And they are just set. They're working the same way. You just set those up around your city. You can have as many walking tours as you want. We've only got this one going around here. And you can check out... Oh, we've got two. Yeah, there we go. You can check out the information on those, where they are. The same with the bus tours as well. How many passengers, vehicles and stops. And as you can see, the balloon tours, there's no other information on those. But yeah, you can put those anywhere. So you can have those going around your park. So if I select walk-in tour, we could say our new park. We'll have a little walk-in tour going around here. There we go. Back out of the park. And then back connected again. And people will come and check out your new park. Another bonus to these parks is they will make you money. You can charge an entrance fee. We can decide how much we wish to charge for people to enter into that park. One of the things I did to help this one get to 5 stars was put the price at 0, as well as all the extra policies that I showed you earlier. But as you can see in our budget panel, we have a section here where we can actually make money from our parks, which is absolutely fantastic. We also have a budget where we can increase or decrease how many vehicles go on the tours. Over this side, parks and plazas, more well-maintained, there's some English in there somewhere, and create more happiness. So let's check out the new unique buildings we have in our city. We have a level 1 unique building. I filtered it with the new option there. That is the City Arch, which we can find over here. There we go. And it actually will go over a road automatically. And I think that is absolutely brilliant to have at the beginning of a city. If we just take a look at that. So people will come and visit that as well. There is an upkeep charge to it, but yeah, I really like that. On the second level, we have the clock tower, which is placed over here. And that, I think that is a real cool point of interest to have in. If you built an area of your city with some like old style buildings and that sort of thing, we could put that in. But again, the detail on that is really, really nice. We can see we've got some visitors. We can hear the llamas or something in the background making that noise. Sheep, I don't know. But yeah, that is really nice. Level 3, we have the Old Market Street. There we go. That is over here. And look at that. You might have seen that at the beginning when I had that little cinematic introduction. But if we just put this different camera mod on, we can come through here. So it's got some modern attractions as well, like the grill. But this is like an old medieval, I want to say, or, you know, European, something like that. Looking Italian. I don't know. I really don't know. Looking little area, but I like that. And you can only place one of these. Well, what I am going to do, I think, is with the Move It mod, is try and place more than one of these. But yeah, I like that. I think that looks really good. So in level 4, we now have the Sea Fortress, which I haven't placed yet. We needed to get a park up to level 5 to do that, to make that be unlocked. But that's got an entertainment value of 150. A massive fortress built next to the shore out of stone blocks and brickworks increases the ship and airport traffic's tourist capacity by 5%. Well, let's see if we can place this down over here somewhere. There we go. And take a look at this. Oh, that looks fantastic, doesn't it? It's got a flag up there. Oh, that is really cool. That is the first time I've seen that because I've worked to upgrade my park to level 5. Let's flying through here. Again, the detail on this thing is, there's a little booth you have to pay to get in. This just looks absolutely brilliant. Oh, I'm loving this little signpost. One of the props you've got is a signpost. Let's fly up here and look around again. So you can put that around your parks. Oh, but I really like that. That is very, very cool. So moving up to level 5, we have the observation tower, which again you've already seen in my city. Here it is. It's pretty big, the observation tower. What is that on the top? Oh, it's got like a load of satellite dishes on the top. Reminds me of BT Tower. Just the top part, obviously, not the rest of it. But that looks really, really cool. I'm liking the look of that. And at night, that looks lovely. Again, you probably saw that in the cinematic intro at the beginning. Let's get some information on this. So that can be visited as well. Cost you money to maintain, of course, but another focal point of your city. Very, very nice. And then finally, at level 6, unique building, the statue of Colossalus. Oh, I see. Not Colossus, Colossalus. And there he is. I've just got him around this little lake here. Ah, he's got his loincloth on. His loincloth apparently makes the noise of a dolphin, and he's holding out the bowl of fire. But this is really cool. And you could put... Oh, yeah, you could build over the top of that and have ships coming in through the middle there or something like that. That looks really, really cool. And you've got people coming to visit it along the back here. So I must say, those unique buildings are really, really worth going after them. They're just nice focal points that you can build your parks around in your city. Now we have a brand new monument to look at as well. So once you have unlocked a park to level 5, as we did here, you then unlock the Sea Fortress, which then unlocks the biggest monument of them all, the Castle of Lord Chirpwick. It costs 1.9 million. Lots of noise pollution, big entertainment value. An impressive castle is what every significant city needs, and the Castle of Lord Chirpwick is exactly that. It has a global entertainment value of 100, and it increases the attractiveness of all the unique buildings by 25%. I've not seen this. Let's place this down. Let's find a spot. Maybe on the top of a hill. Can I unlock a square over there near the hill? No, I've unlocked all my squares. Let's go over here. We've got some ruins and caves down there. Maybe we could... Here you go, look. This hill over here. It's a hillock. It must be placed roadside. Let's give him a nice road to be placed up against. There we go. Excellent. Let's take a look at the Castle of Lord Chirpwick. Ah! That's like a really old Bavarian castle of sorts, isn't it? Again, that looks really, really nice. I've sort of placed it sunken into the hillside, but we can sort of sort that out. Let's take a better look at that. Brush size. Let's clear that out. There we go. So we can see that a bit better. That is really cool. That is very, very nice. I'm looking forward to building around that as well. Having a nice spot. Inside a park. We can put a park around that and really make that another focal point of our city. And how much is that going to cost us? 3,200 a week. Good grief. Yep, well, good job I've got unlimited money turned on. But that is the pinnacle of what you're aiming for in the Parklife mod. That is really cool. I like that a lot. There's some other interesting information. If you go to your city information, you have an overall city attractiveness, which is really good. And that is going to affect how many tourists that you get coming into your city, so that's worth keeping an eye on. There is also some more policies that you may want to enact in your city. We have down here prefer parks, so tourists choose to visit parks more often than unique buildings, and then we have a park maintenance boost, which is obvious and that speaks for itself. And boost connections, which I think is very interesting. It says outside connection traffic capacity is increased by 20%, applies to boats, planes, trams, private cars, costs 10,000 a week. So once you've got your city infrastructure up and you know your road and your rail and your air and all your infrastructure is going to be able to cope with it, and you've got the money because that costs 10,000 a week, you can really boost up how many tourists are coming into your city. So if we look at the landscaping and disasters section, we now have all of our paths that you can find in the individual park menus, all listed under paths. We now have a walls and fences section as well. So these are the different park fences that you would use for your different types of parks. You can use those where you like. We have, I believe it's just 4 new trees. The Chinese windmill palm, the Corsican pine, the sugar maple and the yew, which look very, very nice. I like those. We have some rocks that have been added as well. These ones at the end here. So some different rock formations and also some caves, which are very interesting. So if we just put these down and take a quick look. So we've got that one. We've got that one. We've got that one. And then we've got all these other... I mean, there's so many rocks and cliffs. Some of these are pretty big. Oh, sorry, elephants. There we go. He's now covered over in a rock. We've got these. Man, there's so much. So much new stuff has been... Oh, coral reef base. What the heck is that? I'm assuming that would need to go underwater. Oh, and that's something else. Let's just have a look at some of these rocks here. Oh, they're pretty big as well. So lots more cool rocks that you can build some rock formations for your parks. And these ones I like. They've got like hidden cave entrances as well. There we go. Wookiee hole down there. And this one's like a geyser in the ground. Looking very cool. So they're found under this menu. Another new addition is the cinematic camera mode. Now, it's going to be hard for you to see because I have the cinematic camera mod, which is the one that's highlighted bottom right. But there we go. Look, you can see it says cinematic camera extended. That is a mod. But just behind it is the cinematic camera. And if we click that, it will randomly take you to various parts of your city. Why is there people running across the road and causing traffic down there? Oh, that's an entrance to the city. So because I've unlocked... this is a really bad example. Because I've unlocked the whole map, it's showing me random places around the map. So it would be nice if you could confine this to certain places. because it does seem to go to lots of places where we haven't built anything. So maybe that'll get tweaked later on. Developers, if you're watching, that would be great. Give us a bit of... There we go. So now we can see a part of our city. So you can really get some cool shots of your city without using any other mods. My introduction was made with the mod, but this is made with the new cinematic camera built into the game. So very cool. I do like it. I want to test this a bit more. Whether it will still show parts of your map that are unlocked yet or not, I don't know. But it will sometimes, as you can see, it will follow a train, a car, or a person, or it will give like a sweeping shot, or lots of different things like that. So yeah, very cool, very fun to play around with. I like it. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favourite new addition? Oh, the Chirper mascots are having a secret meeting. What is your favourite new addition with the Parklife DLC? Let me know below. There is just so much. This is just a quick whistle-stop tour of all the new things. I'm going to have plenty more videos coming out where I'm going to be using this in my big city. If you don't follow me already, hit the big B with the T stain that's going to appear up in the corner. Hit the subscribe button and the bell, because I have a daily City Skyline series where we are building a massive, beautiful looking city with a lovely, lovely map. So be sure to be back for that. We are going to be incorporating the new Parklife DLC and really making the city even nicer than it is already. So if you've enjoyed this look, please hit the big B with the T-Stain to subscribe. I have daily City Skyline videos. We're going to be diving into Parklife even more. I have a big city that I'm building with a beautiful map. We're certainly going to be incorporating Parklife into that and making it even better than it is already. And thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed too, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next City Skylines. Take care. Bye-bye.